All right, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming out today. I'm Steve Sanaciro, State Senator from the 10th District here in Bucks County. Thank you. I'm joined with me by my colleagues in the state legislature, Jean DiGirolamo from the 18th District in the State House, Tina Davis from the 141st, our Bucks County Commissioner, Diane Marseglia, and Middletown Supervisor Tom Tosti, who's here with, he's got two hats on today. So we're happy to have him here. We're going to have a number of speakers. I'm going to be introducing them in just a moment. But before we do, I just want to say a word or two about why we are here today. For over 50 years now, St. Mary Hospital has been a vital part of our health care here in this part of Bucks County. Every one of us and our families have been to St. Mary and have received excellent care over those years. My daughter Nancy actually volunteered here when she was in high school. We all have a contact and a connection with this hospital, and it's that excellent level of care that we've grown to expect, which is one of the main reasons that we are here today, because we do not want to see that level of care in peril. Now, the nurses who are standing behind us here have come together because they believe that they need to organize and join PASNAP in order to maintain that level of care from everyone in the community for years to come. At issue, one of the main issues is staffing levels. Make sure that we have the appropriate number of nurses throughout the hospital so that patients can be cared for at that level of care that we've become accustomed to here at St. Mary. Trinity Health, the corporation that purchased St. Mary a few years ago, has been cutting back on those staffing levels. And when the nurses decided recently that they were going to organize and join PASNAP, Trinity Health brought a union-busting firm in to try to prevent that. Those of us who are elected officials here today, along with my colleague in the State Senate, Tommy Tomlinson, and our colleagues in the State House, Frank Ferry, who's district right here, and Perry Warren, wrote a letter to Trinity Health just last month, asking that the nurses be given a fair opportunity to organize, as the law requires. At the end of the day, it's up to the nurses in this hospital whether or not they will unionize. But they are entitled to a fair process for that to happen. The law requires it. Many generations of workers fought for those protections, and we're not going backward about that now. But at the end of the day, this is about fighting for these nurses who are fighting for all of us to make sure that we continue to get the level of care that the people of this community deserve right here in this part of Bucks County. So with that, I'm happy to introduce a number of speakers that we're going to have with us today. First, we're going to hear from one of those nurses, Donna Halpern, who will talk about her experiences at St. Mary on this issue. Donna?
Thank you to all the legislators that have joined us today. Help us have our voice heard. Good afternoon. I'm Donna Halpern, and I'm a nurse on the CBCU, the Critical Care Unit. 15 years ago, I entered the doors of St. Mary as a new nurse because I wanted to care for patients who came to us in their darkest hour, and I wanted to be a part of their healing process. I love my hospital, and I love my coworkers. I am voting for a union because we've had trouble times in the last few years. Our concerns have fallen on deaf ears, and we are not being addressed by our administration.
Yes.
Forming a union is the only way we can make positive change.
Yes.
We went down this path 3 years ago to empty promises. In the 15 years that I've been here, I have never felt such a connection to my coworkers throughout this hospital as I do today. Being a part of the unionizing process, I connected with many nurses who share a common vision of a hospital that provides the best patient care. We love talking about the future of our profession and brainstorming in ways we can move our hospital forward. In 2018, our hospital made $55 million for Trinity. Yes, $55 million. Yet, instead of spending this money on patient care by hiring additional nurses and staff, Trinity has wasted tens of thousands of dollars on a union-busting firm, Yesin and Associates. Every day, every night, they pull us away from our patients. Trinity does not want nurses to have a seat at the table when patient care decisions are made. Rather, they prefer a board of non-medical professionals to dictate and make these vital decisions. The metric of our success will be our voices and our desire to make positive changes for our patients and ourselves. We will be a united voice for change. In closing, by voting yes to our union, every nurse will have an avenue to voice her concerns, his or her concerns, no matter how small. Things we love about our hospital and specific units will not change despite what we are being told. We want to reinstate our vital, life-saving, dedicated rapid response team that Trinity no longer wanted to fund against the best interests of our patients and our community. We want to win back much-needed education opportunities and structure fair benefits and wages. Most importantly, we want to be able to participate in decision-making processes to ensure our patients receive the best care they deserve. Let's make this happen.
Next, two nurses in our who work in the cath lab, Joe and Jim Gentili. Where are they? Joe?
So together, obviously, we're twins. From the womb to the tomb. We started here in St. Mary's almost 36 years ago. Actually, more than 36 years ago. And we've realized in the last several years since Trinity bought us that we have no representation. Our forefathers said taxation without representation is tyranny. Guess what? Healthcare, wait, it's no longer healthcare, it's health business. Health business without representation is tyranny. What we're asking for is representation on the front line caregiver to know exactly what to do and what each patient needs. So we stand on three pillars. Number one, patient safety, as evidenced by staffing ratios. Number two, respect, a seat at the table. For instance, imagine they took Tylenol IV out of the hospital. They didn't ask nurses if Tylenol IV was excellent in the post-operative area. Instead, give them some pills that don't work, because when they put them to sleep, the gut goes to sleep. We don't have a word. We can't tell them what's important because they won't listen. And number three is compensation. All of a sudden, in the last several weeks, they've said, oh yes, we are below the market level. We'll fix that, except for you nurses who want to organize, because they lied to us. They said, when we are starting to organize, we can't give you a raise. That's not true. The truth is, once the vote is taken, and before the contract is ratified, and it will be ratified, even though one of our CEOs said, I don't negotiate with nurses, get ready, because you will. Compensation in a sister hospital in Delaware County is $8 to $10 a nurse more, and they're organized. 5 has now. If it's good for Delaware County, it's good for Bucks County. Thank you.
And why are we here? You've heard some reasons why we're here. This is my neighborhood. I live 2 miles down the street. My children were born here. My nephews were born here. My wife comes here. All of our friends and our family and our church members go here when they need health care. In the last 4 years, our health care has been abysmal. Our health care in some units, and these guys and gals can tell you how wicked and evil it is. We didn't want to come out here and say this to the neighborhood. It's like having it in a social matter. You want to keep that. You want to keep that shut up so that you can try to work with your dad communities. This is St. Mary's. This is St. Mary's. We are St. Mary's. And we are going to restore the name of the Blessed Mother, St. Mary, and have a healthcare place that is safe, that is comfortable, and that not just simple human kindness, but divine intervention and healing. That's what we started with Jesus, St. Francis, and the Blessed Mother, and Mother Bachman. That's what we're going to end with. Trinity, it's time to go home. Trinity, it's time to wake up and let the nurses have the voice, because this is our home, not yours. This is our community, not yours. These are my friends and family, not yours. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Joe and Jim. Next, my colleague, Tina Davis. Tina.
Hi, my name is Tina Davis, and I was born in a little local hospital in Philadelphia called Lawndale Hospital, which was a community hospital. Back then, those nurses were one-on-one on all of us. And I'm proud to be here today because we need to support our nurses. I have a letter that I want to read that I received actually this morning, yesterday, over the weekend, from one of the nurses. Since our nurses of St. Mary met with you to ask for support, while we attempt to form a union, Trinity has silenced us. We do have a majority of union cards signed, and Trinity underhandedly asked the Labor Relations Board for an election, stating that the organizing committee asked them to do so, which is a lie. We have been targeted, reprimanded, and not permitted to discuss any union-related business while at work. Our correspondence has been removed. Your letters have been deemed as fake and have been trashed by management. And we do know that's true because we got a really great response from them. We have been forced to endure hours upon hours of union busting meetings. These union busters have been given free rein to every part of the hospital. They are interfering with patient care and conducting anti-union talks in public with families and patients all around. I want to add that I'm in the lower end, but I get many of our residents that come to St. Mary's. And over the past 2 years, I get many more complaints, and that's how I judge it. Listen, I was on the board of a local hospital, which I guess you can figure out. They kicked me off because I was helping the union. So I am so happy to be here again helping you ladies.
Thank you, Tina. And now my friend, Gene DiGirolamo. Gene. Thank you, Steve. Good to be with you today. And my name's Gene DiGirolamo. I'm a state representative of the union. And I'm here today to support your constitutional right to choose whether you want to be in a union or not. And I want to thank all the nice people here at PASNAT, Mark, and the rest of your staff for being here today and organizing this. And you know what? Why don't we let everybody hear us at the hospital? Let us choose.
Let us choose. Let us choose. Let us choose. Let us choose. Let us choose. Let us choose.
Much of this debate has centered around safe staffing levels. And I am the prime sponsor of the bill up in Harrisburg that would create state staffing levels all across the state of Pennsylvania. And I'm proud to do that with Senator Marie Collette, who also has Portageon County. She has the exact same bill over in the Senate. And it's so critically important that we get that bill passed. And you know who fights us all the time when we're trying to get this bill passed? Because it's been 3 years that we've been trying. It's HAT, the Hospital Association of Pennsylvania, fights us all the time on trying to get these state staffing levels done. So I just want to say I am with you. You have the absolute democratic, constitutional right to choose whether you want to join a union. And the elected officials are here today to support you. Greg Barry could not be here today. Senator Thomas could not be here today. Both of them are behind you 100%. 100%. Let's hear us. Let us choose.
Let us choose. Let us choose. Let us choose.
Thank you, Gene. I want to mention as well that our colleague in the State House, John Galloway, who couldn't be here today representing the 140th District, is also strongly behind your right to organize. And with that, I want to recognize and invite to come up to speak Chair of Middletown Township Board of Supervisors, Tom Tosti, and also the head of our AFL-CIO here at Bucks County.
Thank you, Steve. And thank you all for standing here and standing up for the right to choose a union. Because you know what? When you have employers like Trinity, you need to have a voice in the workplace, and that's what you're choosing to do. Now, Chief, Senator Sarah said that I'm also a Middletown supervisor, but the hat I wear 24/7 is a union hat. I'm the president of the Bucks County Central Labor Council. You have some other people here from the other affiliates. You got my first vice president, Jimmy Bear, here from the You also have Renee Tiffany from the operating engineer. She's somewhere around here. She's holding a sign. She's here supporting you. The AFL-CIO is supporting this effort. We support PASNAP as you fight through this battle and you fight Trinity. August 22nd and 23rd is your chance to make them voices heard. It's the time to get out and start telling your coworkers to get out and vote. Make sure everybody votes. You can't have anybody sit home. It's 2 days. If you want your voices heard, show up. Show up and vote. Yes, I choose PASNAP as my union. Brothers, I'm calling you that now because I know you're going to make the right decision. Once you become a union, we will be behind you even more because you know what? We stand for working families not only here at St. Mary's but all across Bucks County, and we will stand with you now and when you're done. So if you need me, we're here. Good luck. Make sure you vote. The 22nd and 23rd, get them out to vote. Make sure you vote. Thanks.
Thank you, Tom. Next, we're going to hear from another nurse, this time from the labor and delivery part of section of the hospital, Lynn McCarthy. Where's Lynn?
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming out and supporting all the nurses here today at St. Mary Medical Center. My name is Lynn McCarthy. I work labor and delivery. I've been here at St. Mary Medical Center for about 8.5 years now. I've been a nurse for 38 years. I came up from the city before I came to St. Mary's. The nurses here at St. Mary's, we do need a voice. We need transparency and we need consistency with the policies, which have not been present in this hospital for all of us here to help serve our patients better. I know that by organizing and having a voice at the table and getting the respect from our administrators and letting us say what we need for patient care and stop the dictatorship, I know that we could possibly be the best hospital, not only in Bucks County, but the best hospital in the state. Let's go for it, everyone.
All right. Thank you, Lynn. And now I want to introduce our county commissioner and someone who's been fighting for organized labor for many years, my friend Diane Marseglia. Diane.
Thank you for inviting me to be here with you. It's an honor. Stick together. I am excited that you're doing this. This is a hospital that I've been a patient in. I volunteered here 48 years ago. So this is a hospital that is close to my heart. But as a county commissioner, it's also a hospital that's responsible to keep the people of this county safe. What I'm going to talk about today is morale. I'm in this hospital just
Thank you, Diane. And now I'd like to introduce Mary Ellsworth from Temple. Mary.
All right, Mary!
Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. You all are right on the break now. You were really having to run through the nurses that you all see. And it's so easy to see why St. Mary's went off track. You're having a peaceful protest outside the facility, and the management is right behind us watching and taking names. That's bullshit. I'm here with a message from the Reptilian from Temple Hospital with a picture of all of us supporting you for our negotiations. When we have us all forever, and we fight. We fight and we fight, and we are here for you, and we are proud of you, and we support you.
I just want to make sure whoever's here for management, they have my name and all the names of the elected officials too. Write those down. So now, the president of PASNAP, Maureen Bay. Where's Maureen?
Hello. Thank you all for Thank you for having me here today, and thank you for deciding that you want a voice. That's what you're going to get. You have 8,000 nurses and healthcare workers that are behind you every step of the way. I want to let you know that I was once a Catholic nurse. And guess what? And I think I said something to you folks. There's this healing mission. And the healing mission is of Jesus Christ. And when I was at a Catholic, it's now Trinity Hospital, they decided that taking away benefits and taking away the tools and the staffing that you need was what they needed. But that's not the healing mission. The healing mission is the 3 pillars that I heard earlier. That's what the mission is. The mission is direct caregivers know exactly what their patients need. We know that. You know that. Administration thinks they know that, but they don't. Exactly. Clinical decisions, clinical judgment, critical thinking. That's what we do. That's why you have PASNAP here to support you. We will be here. We are looking forward to the win. I'm looking forward to the vote. 23rd and 22nd and 23rd. You need to be out here and know that we are just started 2 weeks ago. We have 80 people at the table. 80 nurses and healthcare professionals. Like PASNAP does. We take our voice, we use our voice, and we make sure that everybody has a voice. This is your voice. This is what we do. We advocate for the patient. This is the only way you can do that. And the healing mission is, I want a seat at the table so I can tell you how I can make that mission happen. Good luck.
Thank you, Maureen. I just want to leave you with this thought. I don't care whether you work at the hospital or you work in healthcare. I don't care if you work in any other area of this part of Bucks County. If you live here, you have a stake in this fight. Every one of us who has grown accustomed to getting quality care here at St. Mary has a stake in this fight. This, at the end of the day, is about making sure that every patient that drives up this driveway, every patient that comes here in an ambulance, every patient who is cared for here at St. Mary gets the best possible result with the best possible care available. This is no less a fight for our community as it is a fight for the nurses to be able to organize. That's what's at stake. That's why we're out here on a hot day in early August. It's to be able to protect our communities, make sure that every member of the public receives the top care and the top respect here in Mary, and that corporate cutbacks don't wind up jeopardizing us. Let these nurses organize. Let them organize.
Yes.
Let them have a chance to make sure that Trinity is doing the right thing by all of us. Thank you all very much.